Hello everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we are going to try out some of the Surrat Beauty Prismatique Eyes. So I got these when they were on sale at Sephora. You all know they had the 50% off sale, and then I got an extra 20% off of them. So I figured it'd be the perfect time to try some Surrat Beauty. I had been wanting to try the brand for a while, but I was like, all the stuff I had seen that other YouTubers talking about and raving about wasn't stuff I cared about. Like the Surrat Beauty foundation. Y'all know I love me a good foundation, but like it's a light coverage. What am I supposed to do with that? Do you not see this full boot? I've never met light coverage. I don't know her. She doesn't exist. She doesn't even go here. Then with the blushes, I don't really care about blush. I mean, I own blush. I wear it from time to time, but it's not like something that I have to have. Like a lot of times I can just go with bronzer on and call it a day and some highlighter and not care about blush. So I wasn't about to spend the extravagant amount of money that they charge for blush on a blush. And I haven't really looked into anything else that the brand had to offer. So when I saw these little eyeshadow quads and I saw they were on sale, I was like, yes, Lord, come through. So these retail for $38, but like I told you, I got them on a sale. Let's read what it is that they do. So it says these sets feature cream shadow that can be blended onto the lid and then dusted with a prismatic shimmering topping coat of multi-dimensional glittering eye look. The top tier contains a waterproof eyeshadow base that can be blended onto the lids or used as a liner. And then the lower decker swings out to reveal a prismatic top coat that can be swept on and blended to give eyes a celestial look. So this is supposed to be like an eye base. The top part, I'm going to show it to you and to show you what I'm using, which is the prismatic eyes. I'm sorry, mesmerizing eyes. And then it has like the shimmery shade underneath it. So this is what the cream looks like, and then this is what the shimmery shade looks like next to it. So I blended it out just to get an idea of what the eye was going to look like. And I put eyeshadow primer on this one just in case I want to use this as winged liner. And then I was like, I'll use, this as a top layer. And then I wanted to do it where like I was going to try to use this as a liner. And then use this eye look. So I'll show you which other one I got. This one is Scandalized. I think this is like the black one with another one. And then I got the purple one on its way to me now. So I ordered just about all the ones they had except for the white one. I didn't really want the white one, but I figured this gunmetal one would be kind of cool. This is kind of popping out the pan, which is why I'm kind of holding my finger by it because I don't want it to fall on the floor. But look at that. It looks really nice. I feel like this would be a perfect smoky eye for a person who doesn't want to have to put in a whole bunch of work, because you can rub that all over your lid, let it dry out, and then you can go ahead and put the glittery sparkle on top, and then you might be able to make a wing eyeliner with it in addition to that and smudge it on the lower lash line, and then put a black powder single shadow on the lower lash line, and then that should, you know, work for you. So I think these are going to be a nice little look. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one eye on camera the way they say do it, which is basically put this all over the lid and in the crease or whatever, and then I'm going to go ahead and just put this shimmer on top. And then the other one I want to do the way I would normally do my eyeshadow. So it's like I'll take a color. I got the Honey palette with me, so it's like I want to use this as like an outer V shade to blend onto the outer V, and then I will go into the Honey palette and put this Buzzkill color in the crease, and then use this I think I'm going to combine the shimmer, so I'll use Sunburst and then this shade as well. But since I blended this out already, the green shade I already blended out, let me put my hand as close as I can. That's it right there. I didn't want to blend out too much product, and I didn't know how, you know, emollient and pigmented it was going to be. So I did that. So let's go ahead and swatch this shade as well. That's what it looks like. Let's swatch it on top of that to see if it gives any dimension to it. Okay, so I feel like it's giving a little bit of dimension to the green that I already swatched on my hand, if you all can see what I'm talking about. I think it looks nice. We're going to try it that way first, and then we'll try it my way. Oh, did I tell y'all how much is in here? This has, where's the ounce on this? The cream is 0.07 ounces or 2 grams. And then the powder shadow is 0.5 ounces, which is 1.4 grams. And this little bit thing is that amount of money. I mean, it's convenient for people who, you know, just want to do a quick eye look and go, I guess. I'm trying to decide which brush to use with this. I think I'm going to just take my number 2 from Refer and put the cream all over the lid on this side that I didn't prime, because I primed this eye off camera. But I'm going to just start blending it on this eye. Since they say you can blend it out and then just put the shimmer on top, we're going to see how well this works out. Because as you can see, I'm blending it and I feel like it's not doing that well when it comes to the brush anyway. So I might have to like just take my finger and do it. yellow. And it's like, how do you blend out the edges of this cream shadow if, you know, you want to use this as a base? I guess you could take your bronzer and do it. I don't know. We're going to apply it like a little. As you can see, I'm not using that much, so I'm going with my pinky finger now. Make sure all that shimmer is off. Well, no, I'll just use my ring finger. Well, no, the pinky seems like it'll be easy to fit in this tiny pot. So, let's see how it looks with my pinky finger. Yeah, because as you can see, it's not giving off that much pigmentation. That's I'm like, how is this supposed to be a liner when I'm using it for pigmentation and I'm not getting that much? I don't know. Anyway, we'll take my ring finger then and put the shimmer on, and then we'll see how that's working. So I'm just press it on there. Ooh, yes, okay. I feel like it's giving a nice little bit of depth in the crease, but not necessarily enough to what I would want. So I would want to put a color in the crease in addition to this, just because I feel like it didn't do that much. But I guess if I carved it just on the lid and did that and then put a crease color on top, it would be better. I need to find like a green-esque shadow to put in the crease for this to be to my personal liking. But, you know, the nice little shimmer and sparkle that they got going, it looks okay. But we're going to add a green because I got my palettes right next to me here on the other side. So I'm going to grab the Gemini palette. And we're going to add some of the green from here on there and see if we like that better. I don't want that whole case to cave in. So let me close that back up real quick. I'm going to take the shade, I guess I'll take the shade Leo. And try that on the outer V. And then I will take Fire OG, this one right here, and put that one in the crease, and we see if I like that a little better. But I feel like I will, just because I feel like there's no depth to this look because we just used that little cream shadow, and that was fine. But you know, I like to have depth on my outer V, and it is definitely lacking because the cream is so lightly pigmented. But it's good because that way you can build it up. And you don't have to worry about having pulled out too much or blended out too much. So I see where we're going with this product, but I just need a little more depth and extraness, and it ain't quite there for me yet. So we're gonna make it get there. See, I'm already liking the outer V better just because I did that. Let me take a clean brush. Where's my refer? Here's my refer number 16. Kind of like dust that. And I think I'm going to take the refer 16 and just dust that Fire OG shade into the crease. So yeah, let's take that and just like this. See, now this is more my speed with this eye look. So we like this little combination here or whatever. It's just I feel like I would have to do more, like what I just did now. We'd have to hook all that up in order for this to work out for me. So I'm feeling it. I like the shimmer mainly, and I'm going to try this as an eyeliner another time because Adriangameover's dad is dropping him off this morning, and I don't have enough time to be trying to do everything I need to do. And I still want to get all my Instagram pictures done while I am here. And it's like 8 something now, and his dad is coming to get him at 12. I'm trying to leave at 12 o'clock. So I need to hurry up and rush through this. So we're going to do the next eye the way I talked about with this palette and this. Okay, y'all. So now we're going to get into it the way, we're going to get into it with the way I talked about. So we're going to take the Buzzkill shade from Honey. But on the outer V, I'm going to try to use this, well, we saw I can't really use this cream shadow on the outer V, so I'm going to have to use this along with another palette to make this work, just because that cream is so light that it doesn't really do too much of anything. So I guess I'll use it just the way I would normally use this, like it's a shimmer shade and that cream doesn't exist. So I guess we can do it that way, but I still need to pull the outer V color. So I might end up just using the shimmers in this and just use the Gemini palette again on this side, but picking a different tone. Let's see. Yeah, like matter of fact, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this cupcake shade right here, and then we can put Buzzkill in the crease, and then we can put the shimmery shade, sorry, we can put this shade on top of Sunburst in the Honey palette, because I have a feeling realistically that's how I'm gonna end up having to use this stuff. I just dropped both of the boxes for the Surrat shadows, but you know, they'll be fine. I'm gonna take the same brush that I used the green shade on. I'm just brush a little bit off, and then I'm gonna take the shade Cupcake and start that on my outer V. I have primer potion on my lid already that I had put on earlier, so I mean, unfortunately, I'm sure it's dried by now, but you know, whatever. And it's turning into this interesting color, I'm assuming because I put the green on first, and then I didn't really like take a brush and try to blend that off the brush too much prior to, you know. Okay, so I'm liking the way it's looking so far. I mean, it's a little darker than I thought it was going to be, because when you put this color on the brush, it's not that dark. But remember, again, I have the green shade Leo mixed into it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the same brush that I used, that darker green. Well, no, I probably shouldn't do that, because then it'll give us more green. So I'm going to take another brush, and this wrong palette, and take the color Buzzkill. So let me get, I'm going to take this E45 from Sigma, take the color Buzzkill, and put that in the upper crease part. It's one of my favorite shades in this palette. And I want some brightness up here as opposed to all this darkness. The darkness is fine for the outer V, but toward the top of the eye, I usually like to have a lighter shade. And I'm going to have to dust a shade on top of another shade, so I was like, we're just going to work with what we got going on here. Yeah, I'm liking the blending of this and the way it's starting to look. So now we're going to take the shade Sunburst from the Honey palette. I'm going to take a brush. Well, I might take my finger like I did with the other one, just put it all over the lid. Yeah, let's just do that. So I'm going to take Sunburst here. It has a whole bunch of gorgeous glitters in it. Start rubbing that across the lid, and see, it looks really similar to that shade. Now it's just like a brighter orange version of it. So I'm starting off with this one, and then we're going to put that shade on top. I only hate using my fingers because I feel like I don't get the same precision as I do with a brush, because I can cut and detail with a brush better than I can with my finger. So to me, that's the downside of using your finger, but you know, make sure I brush all of that off. And then we're going to go into this palette and take this color and just dab it on top, and then maybe we'll drag into the inner corner on both sides. Let's see. I like it with sunburst underneath it just because I feel like it gives it extra oomph and you get a whole bunch of different sparkles as opposed to when I just used it on its own. As you can see, it doesn't have nearly as much impact or brightness as it does when you use that one. So I'm going to take a little bit more Cupcake and just bring a little bit of it back. Right there. A bit of it back. Right there. And then I'm going to take the brush that we used with Buzzkill and just dust around all of this. So, which eye do you all like better? I'm kind of feeling the one where I did my own little tweak to it because I think I like the brightness of it a little bit better, especially since I feel like the pigmentation of the cream didn't do as much as I thought it was going to do. So I'm actually feeling this one. It's a lot lighter and brighter and I'm here for it. It's a vibe. But let me know down below which one you like, and would you all consider trying these? I am going to try it as a liner in the future, but like obviously not today. Like I said, I don't have time for that, but I did want to give y'all an idea what it's going to look like. And I think I'm going to just put Sunburst in both the inner corners and go on with my lifestyle and then I got time. So let's see. Give me an inner corner brush real quick. I'm going to take this E30 from Sigma and we're just going to put Sunburst on both sides. I'm going to try to go outside and get a I think I'm sexy thumbnail. But yeah, so these are the finished eye looks using the Surrat. My first impression when you heard it, I like it, but it's just going to be more of an accent topper thing for me. You all know, like when you have the Super Shock shadows and touch of, what is it? Touch and Soul, single shadow, stuff like that. That's basically what this is about to be for me. I'm not going to just try to use this as a two-color eye look like they claim you can, because I don't feel like it's giving me that. It doesn't have anything to really darken the outer V. If you're fine with just having like a wash of color on the lid and you don't need like your outer V darkened up to do work, and if I was in a rush, I would just go ahead and grab the black one probably and do it that way, because that would give me a more smoky eye, and I figure I could just blend my bronzer on the outer V in the crease and that would suffice. So if I had to choose between the two for a quick eye look, I would definitely choose the Scandalized. That's this one, the black one I showed you all in the beginning. And then if I had more time to play around and I wanted to have some extra fun pops of color, then I would use this one. So I'll try to review this one on Instagram another time and give y'all a nice smoky eye with the lower lash line and all that stuff, but I don't have time for it today, so we're going to wrap it up with this. But I am impressed with the formula of these, and I have actually been impressed with some of the high-end, luxury eyeshadows I have tried. Like y'all saw my Chantecaille video. I'll try to remember to link it up here. I was impressed with that as well. So those are my thoughts. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.